It's been a couple minutes, enough time for people to start coming in. Let's get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hollow Knight Any Percent Tournament. Swiss round 5, last round. We have today a matchup between Slow and Kuro. I'm one of your commentators, Sawayoshi, and I'm here with Mazo.
Hello?
Hello indeed. So, this is an interesting race. Round 5, of course, the last round of the Swiss rounds. Next, starting after a little break, after this round, we're going to be going into the main top 16 bracket. And this Swiss round determines who gets into that. Both these runners right now, 2 and 2. The cutoff, there's 2 runners, depending on averages, that get in with a 2 and 3 record. So we'll see who gets in real quick. Let's introduce each runner. Yeah. Start off with Slow. Slow has a 33.25 PB at the moment. Gonna be doing, I believe, Raptors?
Yes.
We'll see. Yes? Okay, we'll see how that pans out. Alright, and what about for Kuro?
Kuro's PB is a 33.35, coming off of a loss last round. And their average is 35.46. A win here will guarantee, for either runner, will guarantee that they advance to brackets. If they lose, it's not as safe.
Indeed, if they lose, they end up with a 2 and 3 record. We see both.
And it looks like they've started.
Going to King's Pass. A 2 and 3 record means that they have to fight for one of 2 spots for 2 and 3 runners that make it into the top 16. And those 2 spots are going to be highly contested, with a few runners having 34, 35, 36 averages.
Yes.
And Slow with, I believe, a 34.56 average, and Kuro with 35.46. It's gonna be, they're both in contention for that one of those spots, and they're both in contention to lose that spot as well. So whoever loses here is going to be in a bit of a, gonna have to pull out a bit of a clutch time here to get into that top 16 spot. So we're heading out to King's Pass.
Slow with the 51. And Kuro with a low 52.
Low 52.
Oh.
Right. We all know the route. We go down from here, get VS, and go into Green Path and get Dash, and then it's a quit out. Getting Geo here would be nice. Aspid Arena and False Knight Arena gonna give Geo. Inventory drop. Slow gets hit beforehand, but not getting hit during the drop. We'll see how Kuro's RNG here fares out. Good. Not getting hit on either side here. Little mishap on Kuro's side for the Aspid Arena. Both leaving with 10 Geo, which is nice. 10 Geos. About what you want. Get a little bit more.
And Slow missing Statue Pogo, unfortunate. That gives Kuroshi a little bit of time to catch up.
A little bit to catch up. If they get it here, we'll see here. Gets
and
it,
they do.
That is a couple seconds. Time save here. Don't know if it's
Slow entering False Knight at 2030.
Might not be quite enough for Kuro to fully catch up, but The time save enters with 231.
Yeah,
so
low 231.
Still a second. Of course, a second here at this point it doesn't really matter. There's
It
more
really
than
doesn't.
a second that you can lose to purely RNG later in the run.
Right here with False Knight.
Right here with False Knight already, yeah.
And Kuroshi getting worst RNG.
Spicy Poco, though.
Yeah.
Also leaving it with a little bit less Geo than Slow did. 16 versus 20. Geo, though, if they're both doing Raptors, not a super big thing to be worried about. If either of them is doing or rather not Raptors, but Moss Knights and Devout Skip. If either of them is doing Vengefly King, then it's going to be a bit tighter Geo, but I believe both of them are doing Moss Knights, so let's see what happens. So we get Resident Timekeeper Rix in here with amazing work as usual, 325, 326. 1 second difference, of course, not something to be worried about.
Yeah, we want the race to stay just like this, nice and close.
Nice and close, nice and close. Give everyone a heart attack every single point of the race.
Oh, absolutely.
No,
do not actually have a heart attack.
Don't actually have a heart attack. We're not a med channel, but we can say pretty soundly that it's not a good idea to have a heart attack while watching a race. It's probably not great as Slow.
I don't think it's a good idea to have a heart attack, period.
You know, you're right. It's probably not a good idea. Who knows? These racers tend to try to do that sometimes. Both getting one spit for Spitballers, very nice.
I was about to say, let's see if the second boulder also cooperates, but I'm like, wait, this is 1-2-2-1. Second boulder does not matter.
Second boulder is basically non-existent in this patch. You literally just back up and go off screen and you come back on screen and they're gone. Or not! Slow hitting that sweet spot where you don't get that quad hit, only getting 3 and having to hit that one more fireball. Fortunately, we got to see this boulder twice today. Kuro taking a bit farther back. He does get it. See if we get the fireball skip?
Not quite.
No, I don't think we saw it. I don't think we saw a fireball skip from either runner today.
No, Kuroshi missed it and Slow did not go for it.
Slow did not go for it. Slow, because of that, heading into this room with a bit of extra soul.
Extra soul is always very nice to have.
Always nice to have. More than you go into that room with usually. Using two shots of that to get that fireball skip there. Kuro going in with what you usually see 5 and getting 4 hits on those 4 mask flies.
I'm seeing a question in chat to what the effect of this race outcome is on qualifying for the top 16. The winner will automatically qualify. The loser might still qualify, but it's also possible, depending on tiebreaker averages, that they do not qualify.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell at this point. One racer is going to make it in, one racer is going to end up 2 and 3 with a 34, 35, maybe 36 average if we see something go wrong this race. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. There's so many moving parts at this point, where there's still so many matches to be had, so many wins, so many losses that could change the scenarios that we can't really tell exactly what's going to happen yet. As this week, this next week goes on, we'll see some of those scenarios solidifying a bit more. See Slow over here skipping Vengefly King, going for Moss Knights.
But one thing that I would like to stress is that the losing racer still obviously wants to get as good a time as possible because that could mean the difference between qualifying and not qualifying.
Very much so. Right now, Slow with the 34.56 average time over the tournament, and Kuro with the 35.46. Both want to see that go down if possible. And both very much capable with mid 33 PBs. Slow missing a Fireball and Hornet here, unfortunate. Having to go...
Getting a double, though.
A good RNG double. Good RNG double. And a good stagger double, too. Not a bad fight, even with that small mishap. Not bad for Kuro either. A little bit scary. Could have potentially led to a soft lock if Hornet stayed on that top right ledge without going into the landing animation. But save quit and go into the claw split. Slow with 305 Geo. We'll see how much Kuro has here. Kuro's hitting here with 290. I believe that's 9. Not
I think
big
it's a 5.
It's a 5? Alright. So
it's a 5, yes.
Okay. So 10 Geo difference. It shouldn't really matter. Slow missing this inventory drop. Almost dunks. 10 Geo difference isn't really too much of an issue with this route. It might become a bit of an issue depending on how much Geo they missed out on in the rest of this run. Yeah, it's a close race. Kuro taking the lead, actually, by a second. Very content. And with the missed inventory drop, might have widened that lead a tiny bit as well. Slow on the left going into E-Pogo. I'm not entirely sure.
Are we sure about the dash quit out times? I think the 806 may have been the leaving mound load time. Because exiting Bretta, both runners had an 853.
Exiting clock.
Regardless, it's still very, very close.
Good E-Pogos from both runners. A triple Pogo from Slow for the Mantis Pogo. Alright. Doesn't get the early control. That's going to lose some significant time on Slow's side. We'll see. Kuro should get it here. Yeah, going to get the Mantis up and around. And does get that early control. Yeah, Kuro gaining more time here. Now around 7 seconds ahead.
Yeah, so that was a very clean claw split all in all from Kuroshi.
Yeah, great claw split there. Again, gaining a bit more time, 7 seconds apart now. Again, not something to panic about just yet. This race can still go either way.
Absolutely. Umu RNG on its own can be like 20 seconds.
Yeah, Umu RNG, best and worst pattern. 4 fast, 1 slow, versus I believe the worst RNG that you can get is 2 fast, 5 slow with 2 extras. That can lose you. Well, in the range of 20-30 seconds, you can lose an entire Umu cycle, depending on RNG, to just Umu alone. Even if you get that perfect 2 cycle. Going to Grusmon. And leaving Grusmon. Basically a non-existent boss. Casually, not very difficult, but can be hard depending on patterns and speedrunning. Good fight from both of them, but Slow having a bit of issues. And cleanup, we'll see Kuro on the right. Not great, leaving 3, but lined up pretty nicely for that fireball, so. Alright, going into Blue Lake after the Shade Skip here. There's plenty of different Walkling Storage setups. We'll see which ones they do for 3/, 2/, and 1/. Pretty standard among the community. With 1/ being the fastest of those, and then 0/, also known as the ultimate strat. Frame perfect. Don't know if it saves time, but it looks cool.
And ultimately, that's half of what speedrunning is about, right? It's looking cool doing
it. Yeah, it is. It's just whether you look cool or not. Slow going for 3/ here. Consistent. Very consistent shot.
Kuroshi getting a Shade Fireball. Unfortunate.
Shade Fireball. Kuro going for 1/, going for 1/ again, going for 1/ a third time, and finally gets that ledge. And does get it. I don't know if it was faster than Slow's 3/ though. We'll see. Probably that Shade Fireball alone. Yeah, losing Kuro 4 seconds just to RNG. RNG, like we said, it can decide a race. It can very much decide a race.
Absolutely.
Even just this one little thing can lose 4 seconds. 3-4 seconds.
But still, runners both very much still in control of their destinies here.
Yeah, like people like to say when commentating, it's anyone's game still. And either runner could win, either runner could lose. It's just, at this point, still probably going to be decided by who plays better, but we'll see. Could be RNG. It depends on a lot of things. We'll see Umu patterns, we'll see PHK parries, we'll see a fall in Dreamplats.
Unfortunate fall.
Unfortunate, losing, I believe, around 5-6 seconds. And there goes that lead. There goes that lead if it wasn't gone already. Which I don't want to be falling in Dreamplats. There's places that are much more time-consuming to mess up. But it hurts just falling down and losing 5-6 seconds just like that.
Yeah, it definitely extremely disheartening.
Slow goes for the Walkling Storage down from Resting Grounds. Does not get it. Spends a little time and 1 health trying to get through to the elevator. 4 health, especially if you're doing rafters. Not what you want to be seeing here because you don't have that safety bench in King Station anymore.
That's true.
Kuro also going for this Walkling Storage. Does not get it. Doesn't take that same time loss though that Slow did.
Yeah, and did not take that damage either.
Yeah, very important. 4 health, 5 health. Depends on whether Slow decides to take a heal, but that could be a difference between a Watcher Knight's death or a Watcher Knight's defeat. Slow ahead 2 seconds into city. Oh, another dash? Don't really want to be seeing that. Might be taking a heal here. Kuro taking a hit as well, though. And the Gorgeous Husk. Not getting doubles. Slow having a hard time. 2 seconds ahead to city, but will that hold?
Yeah, a little late on that fireball, the 4/, and that will cause you to miss the double.
Yeah, and they high 5 at the transition. Kuro heading into Gorgeous Husk on his side now. Was a cleaner fight until he took damage. Both on 3 health into Spire.
Definitely not where you want to be.
Not where you want to be, especially with the hardest any percent fight coming up here. 2
Oh, and
health,
Slow getting sniped.
and opts not to take the bench. Probably gonna, hopefully, taking heals before the fight. Of course, you can Dream Nail
Yep.
the
And there's some heals in the
watchers.
elevator.
There's some heals. 4 health. 4 health is a bit more doable than 2 health, bit less heart attack inducing. Kuro on 1 health
Kuro's
though,
going for the
and
bench.
does opt to take the bench. Doesn't want to take that risk heading into Watcher Knights.
Yeah, in a
Slow
race,
starts the fight.
it's absolutely what you want to do.
Yeah, Slow opts to take the full soul rather than the full health. So we got 4 instead of that max 5. Pretty good first night though.
Yeah.
And does take a heal here. Up to max. We'll see whether Kuro's decision to take the bench this ends up paying off. It might. Who knows? Starting at 1 health and starting at 5 health, very different situations for Watcher Knights.
Slow, almost perfectly synced kill there.
Almost perfectly synced. Kuro struggling a little bit with that first night. Not quite getting a super fast kill. Slow, on the other hand, getting them stacked for just a little bit. 3 health shouldn't be an issue. I hope I didn't curse that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, Slow gets through the fight. No issues. Going in with 4 health was the right choice there. Kuro, on the other hand, on 3, which is what Slow's at when finishing the fight. A little scary. 2 now. It's looking scarier by the second. Scarier by the second.
And there's a death. It's unfortunate. Although
is a death.
This is why you grab the bench, just in case something goes wrong like that.
Just in case, and just in case indeed. We do have a case that Kuro's in right now, having to go back to Watcher Knights for a second dip. And has to call that elevator down in a weight of shame here. The Slow picks up Lurian. We'll have to see whether either runner is watching the other.
Or whether either runner is watching chat.
Or watching chat, yeah. Because if they know that something went wrong for the other runner, or didn't go wrong, that could change your strategy.
Yeah, that absolutely affects how you play.
Yeah, Slow can afford right now to play a bit safer. Now, like, a minute and a half ahead, I believe. Just around. That minute and a half. 1 second, 7 seconds. Something that can't really be overcome by RNG alone.
No.
But a minute and a half. Gonna be a bit difficult. Unless something goes wrong. Kuro, once again at 2 health, please don't make this a 3rd run through. Does take the heal.
Okay, quick heal.
3 health once again, though.
And you had to say something.
I am so sorry. I did not mean to, okay? I didn't mean to, and I hope that's enough of an apology. Alright. Slow heading over to Raptors. Kuro, 1 health though. Please. Okay. Hopefully that's gonna be enough.
Okay.
It is. Okay. Whew.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we're good.
And it looks like Slow hit Rafters.
Took a couple tries, but gets it still. Still saves time. Still saves plenty of time with that. Let's get hit though.
Not falling all the way down, which is the important bit.
Not bad. If he falls all the way down, he has to do the Raptor skip again. And that's hard and also loses time, so definitely don't want to be doing that. It looks like Kuro loses almost an entire 2 minutes to that Watcher Knights there, having to eat that death. Not quite what you want to be seeing, especially in round 5, where the top 16 is on the line. Again, now that Slow is 2 minutes ahead, if he knows that he's 2 minutes ahead, he can afford to play safe here. He can afford to play safe and be completely fine.
Yeah, and the opposite is true for Kuroshi. He'll have to play much more aggressively.
Has to play aggressively and hope for Slow to maybe mess something up to make up that 2 minutes, because playing well alone isn't really enough to make up that 2 minutes at this point.
Yeah, that is true. Kuro being sick is definitely a factor as well, I would imagine.
Yeah, I've been feeling
sick as in ill, yes.
These past couple of days. You know, for a second I was scared that Slow might accidentally buy Stalwart Shell, but we didn't see anything like that happen. We're completely fine. We still have plenty of Geo to work with for the rest of this run.
Yeah, Storm saying anything can happen, and that's absolutely true. Watchers is far from the only place that you can take a death in this run.
Yeah, plenty of places. QG, Deep Nest, Beast Den, and even THK. A bit low on health. Don't want to be at 2 here, but should be fine, yeah.
Yeah, Slow is at 2 HP here as well.
Yeah, just a Slow enters peaks here. Crystal Peak. A little bit of mishaps here. Good Pogax on the left. I believe Pogax only really saves 4 or 5 seconds, but it looks cool, so you have to do it.
Yeah.
There's no option to not do it. There's plenty of option to not do it. We're just saying that because it sounds funny. You know, both runners with plenty of Geo to work with, even with the Valskip, which we should hopefully see from both runners. I believe, though, before the race, Kuro was practicing it, and she was having a bit of issues with it. We'll see. We'll see if that keeps going into the rest of this race, or whether she'll be able to pull out that skip. Not for a few minutes, though. Slow heading into
damage tanking.
Let's
see. Will we see the 2 HP underplat? Yes, we will.
Very clean. Slow. A full split ahead. Around 2 minutes at this point. Kuro just going into Dirtmouth to get Lantern right now. Does get Lantern. Kuro saving 2 seconds. Saving 2 seconds into Sly. 2 seconds really isn't going to net you much in the grand scheme of things, though. Alright, both heading into Infected Crossroads. Slow on his 3rd pass through Crossroads, Kuro on their 2nd. Both heading to different areas of the map. Slow on his way to Fog Canyon and our beloved jellyfish friend Umu.
I don't know if many people
Hey.
would use the words beloved and friend to describe Umu, but
Hey,
you know,
you know what?
you do you.
I mean, yeah, it is my choice to call Umu a friend. As we head into Archives here, where Umu resides. 3 health, not great. And yeah, going to take
And
that
taking
bench.
the bench.
Might just be taking that safety, knowing that he has that time to spend here. Taking a hit though. Not ideal. 8 soul, 4 health. Plenty though to work with for this Umu fight here. And does take a heal.
And healing up to full.
Alright, and gets good RNG so far. 2 fast attacks. 2 fast attacks, and that doesn't look like extra range either, so. Does need that dream now. See if this first cycle. Good, 2, 3, 1! Doesn't get that last double though. It's gonna be a 3 cycle. Not what you want to be seeing if you're slow. If you're Kuro, you might want to be. You might be hoping for a 3 or 4 cycle. You might also be hoping to not die in peak. 1 health getting C-dash here. Slow, taking a dunk. Not sure if that was a lot of damage either on that cycle. We might see a 4 cycle here. Might see a 4 cycle. We might even see a second pass through Umu. On 2 health right now. Does get the 3 cycle though. Not scared for a second. Not scared for a second. Not at all. You know. Not scared. Ooh.
Oh.
Sawa. This is the wall clay storage. You know. I should just
need
not
to stop talking.
I just need to not speak for the rest of this race. Okay.
Although fortunately, Dreamer cutscenes heal you, so he will absolutely be fine.
We're gonna be okay. You know, we're gonna be okay.
And Kuro entering Fog Canyon on 5 HP.
5 HP, 1 soul, we'll see. If they get enough soul here. Enough being really any amount of soul, because you can get plenty of dream nails in the fight in so many different situations. Slow though, that bench saved him, if you think about it.
Yeah, it absolutely did.
It absolutely did. Going into the fight with 5 full health. Going into Archives, rather, with 5 full health, as opposed to the 3 that he would have entered with, without the bench. And then ending at 1 health. See Slow heading back up through the Umu Arena as Kuro's just in the fight right now in the first cycle. 1 slow, 2 fast. Slow, taking a hit from one of the Umas.
There's a slow bench on the way out. Yes.
And he does. Okay. I'm gonna go into QGA with full health as opposed to 3.
And with that respawn point. Because Queen's Gardens is scary.
QGA is scary, and QGA is scary too. Kuro did have a good first cycle. We'll see if that holds up, and they get a 2 cycle, but an extra. Not really what you want to be seeing, but it should be doable.
I think Slow just got first try QGA, by the way.
No!
And not quite the 2 cycle from Kuro.
Not quite a 2 cycle. We're going to be seeing a double 3 cycle this race. Slow in very good shape though. 5 health, max soul heading into QG. Exactly what you want to be seeing. Doesn't get the double on the Petra.
Nope, got caught on the platform. Although ultimately not that much slower.
Yeah. Ooh, gonna take a second dunk on the way up though. course, with Devout Skip, you do have that Beast End quit out that you can work with, so you don't really need health in this split. It's always nice to have. It's always nice to have health. It's always nice to not have 0 health, you know? Having 0 health is not...
Not having 0 health is the most important. Health is a resource, but you
important.
really don't want to run out.
Yeah. A little scary on those last platforms. Heading to here with 2 health. Might take a couple heals. No, just gonna go. Could we see a double hit on the way to Distant Village? That could. That's gonna be scary. We'll see. This Kuro just now gets Monomon and is heading out of Archives to get into that QGA trap bench split. Alright.
And
you don't want to. That's one hit. What you don't want to be seeing here now is a fall on Distant Village. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I think we're good. Hold.
I think we're safe.
Okay, we're safe. I think we're safe. And 1 health, plenty to work with. Because again, you can do a quit out here. Kuro having a bit of a harder time on QGA though. Taking a hit, but does get it. Again, Slow still a full split ahead here.
Yeah, and Slow is not making any major mistakes that would allow Kuro to catch up.
Yeah, even a fall in Distant Village would have only, assuming he doesn't die, he didn't die, would have only taken around a minute max, so. And does get the Devout Skip.
Kuro does not get the dunk first try, which means 2 HP going into the long Petra room. Yeah, assuming no damage in this room.
Slow is at 2 here too. Not what you want to be seeing. Let's see if they have a nicer gauntlet here. It's a couple extra hits of soul.
Yep, making sure to get out of there safely.
Yeah, and Slow getting through, done very nicely too, only taking that 1 hit to the Devout Skip.
Yeah.
Very clean. Excuse me. Yeah, really not much that could go wrong for Slow at this point, aside from a death to THK. Without that, it might be curtains for this race at the very least. I believe neither one is really on PB pace at the moment, but we could see a low 34 if Slow gets a good THK here. Kuro, don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
Okay, we're safe.
Fall.
Okay.
We're fine.
We're fine. Alright. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Neither runner fell in Distant Village. We're completely fine. We have enough Geo. Kuro did save a little bit more time. 146 apart now. That is 1 THK fight away, so who knows? You could see another lead change here, potentially.
Yeah, a late death on THK would make this an extremely interesting race.
It would make it much closer than it is right now. Much tighter, we'll see though. Kuro does do a den quit out. Doesn't get the Devout Skip. What does Kuro decide to do? Decides to just keep going. Devout really doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, there we go. I guess that devours get
2
2 health.
HP
Not
though.
really what I want to be seeing. Might opt to take a couple heals here. No, just keeps going. Keeps pushing on.
I think Kuro knows they have to play aggressive at this point.
Yeah, has to play aggressive and hope for something on the other side.
Yeah.
Goes up. Does have plenty of soul at this point, though. Shouldn't be an issue. And this Devout Kill is slow. Starts the THK fight. See how this goes. RNG isn't gonna be enough to save Kuro at this point. Good staggers. This is Fireball, but not a big issue. He's nicely into phase 2 here. We'll see a scream pretty soon, I believe. Or not. We might see a scream skip. Does take a hit. It does hit the parry. More flame pillars. Another hit.
This is the moment that Slow is happy that this is 1-2-2-1, where those pillars only deal 1 damage.
Yeah, very much so. Would have had to take 2 hit points worth of damage instead. Gets Fountain. If he plays this well, this could just be DPS factory here. Does take a hit, but 3 health. Not something to be super worried about at this point. Gets the Scream! I think that's it! 2 health into Scream. Only needs a few more nail cancels to get it. A couple more fireballs, and that'll be it! And that is it. There it is. And all that's left to do is to absorb THK. Okay, there we go. Chains come falling down, Radiance shows up and transfers from THK to the Knight, and the final time is a 34-30, just barely not with getting that 2x. 34-30 though.
GG Slow.
GG Slow. Kuro has 25 seconds to finish the run if he wants to beat that time, and I don't think there's enough time to finish off the run in, like, at this point, 15 seconds. Unfortunately. But again, averages can matter. Kuro, if he wants to keep that average down, might even decide to play aggressive still.
Yeah.
Because this run, guaranteed to be at 36 at this point, that's gonna hurt. With the 35-46. 35-46. Anything 37 and lower is going to bring that down to a 36 average. Alright, we'll see how this fight goes. We had a pretty good fight on the left side from Slow. Right side Kuro starting off with a parry here. Not what you want to be seeing. Lots of triple slashes, a couple parries. Lots of triple slashes. Lots of triple slashes.
Just seen a lot of triple slashes today.
Yeah, on both ends.
I think Slow had quite a few as well.
Mm-hmm. Getting that Scream. Another parry. Not the RNG you want to be seeing here.
Not at all.
Another parry. A good RNG.
And another parry.
And another parry. Balancing out that RNG double with an RNG time loss. And 4 health, opts not to take the heal. Plenty of soul to work with.
And another
parry. Misses the double. That's not great. Gets that one though. Lots of dashes. Only gets 1 double from them though. 2 health. Goes for the Scream Skip. Gets it. 1 health. We'll see. Hopefully, not taking a death here. And self stab. And this should be it, maybe.
And that is it.
Yep, there it is. There it is. And GG's to Kuro as well. I believe that's going to be a 36 4x.
It's GG's
Which
to
is-
Kuroshi.
36 forks is going to hurt that average, but who knows? It might still be enough to push
36-39.
into the next round. 36-39. Not even getting up to that 40. All right. Final times for Slow and Kuro here. 34-30, 36-39. Slow takes it, ends up 3 and 2. Kuro gonna have to hope to every single god that they know that they have enough of a good average to get into that next round. We'll see if either of them want to come in for interviews. GG's to both runners.
Yeah, GG's.
GG's. Slow, very clean run all around.
Yeah, it was alright. I'll take a 34.
GG's. GG's 34.
Yeah. Early game, you two were trading the lead constantly back and forth up until Watchers.
Yeah, I didn't expect
is-
to die there.
It was an unfortunate death.
Yeah, I was watching the stream and I was really nervous up until that happened.
Yeah, I didn't think I would die there, actually. I got hit and I thought my iframes would have been enough, but then I guess it wasn't like the long iframes or whatever. And then yeah, I died. I thought I could dash, but oh well.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, in Slow. With what you said, I believe you were watching the race
Yeah.
while it was going. Yes, and having that death from Kuro's end. Saw you take the safety bench in archives twice in that run.
Yeah, I took it. I got hit by the exploding jellyfish going in,
Mm-hmm.
and then, no, I don't know. I got hit twice going to archives,
Yeah,
and then
you got hit twice, I think, in Crossroads.
yeah, and then I got hit by the jellyfish when I was leaving archives. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that bench
yeah,
going
it benched
bench
both
going
ways.
in. Bench going in absolutely saved you because you were at
Yes.
1 health at the end of that Umu fight after
Yeah,
that
that's
third
true.
cycle.
Yeah,
Well, I
that
suppose
what happened. That first cycle was, I don't know. It was something happened. You just
It
didn't
was
get doubled.
something happened.
Yeah, it was a new move.
Not quite doubling. Yeah, Kuro, were you watching slow side of the race at all?
Nah, I wasn't. I was like, after I didn't know the pace or whatever, but then after I died, I figured, I'm probably gonna lose this, and yeah, I thought, I think like when I died, I was just like, oh, I hope. I mean, it's not nice to hope for the other person dies, but yeah, I was like,
yeah,
hope
like for
I
you to
could
win,
death
you needed Slow to make a major mistake.
in my mind, I was like, yeah, either death somewhere, anywhere, but like
when it's the only way you can win, I think it might be fair to not quite hope for it, but hope for it.
Yeah.
I was watching chat and I was seeing a lot of cursing or attempts going on. So that's right.
There was a lot of comms cursing with both runners.
I apologize. I take full responsibility.
Yeah, GG's.
Yeah.
Any
GG's.
final comments?
We do have a question in chat. You know what? I'm gonna skip.
We're not allowed to say
That
the
is
answer.
smart, Sawa.
We're not allowed to say the answer on HKC. Yeah.
So, any final thoughts, comments, questions for our runners?
No.
Oh, I'm just happy it's like Swiss is over. I'm not gonna lie. This is taking
Yeah.
way too long, and
I'm kind of getting tired of any percent.
yeah,
Yeah,
I am
Swiss.
very much burned out from just like running 80%. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Swiss definitely
we
takes a
do-
lot of time.
Swiss does take a lot of time, 10 weeks to get up to this point. We do have a 2-week break after this, but then we do have main bracket top 16 to look forward to. Slow guaranteed to get in Kuro. a 35-57 average. We'll see how that plays out, but hopefully both of you get in and do well in that phase as well.
And we'll see how
Yeah,
that
thanks.
goes.
Yeah. And then another 10 weeks of just scheduling matches.
Oh, God.
I love scheduling.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I think that's it then. If there's nothing else, no other comments that anyone else wants to make.
yeah, I just want to say, Slow, congratulations on making it to brackets.
Yeah, thank you.
And Kuroshi, you're definitely not out of it by any means.
Yeah, mine
Yeah, we'll see.
dependent on like other people's
But-
results.
Yeah, that will come down to later races.
Later races, we'll see how those pan out. Yeah, GG's to both Slow and Kuro. And thank you to Mazo, my co-comms. Thanks to Noodles for restreaming. And thank you all for watching.
Yes, and thank you, Sawa, for comms as well.
My pleasure. And I
Comms
also, once again,
curses-
apologize. I apologize.
Comms curses are content. Let's be fair here.
Okay, that is a fair point. I still want to apologize for all of the cons cursing that I've done. You're going to see more of it. I'm going to be calming plenty more races as this tournament goes on. We'll see if more of those continue. But yeah, it's going to be it for this race. Next race, I believe, sometime next week. You know, it's probably sometime next week. There's a week left for these races to happen. Let me pull up the schedule real quick to see when that next race is going to be. Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time between PK and Noodles. Noodles, you're our restreamer for today. Going to be racing in their own race on Wednesday in around 3 days from now exactly. Tune into that. Should be a race to watch as well. Yeah, thank you all once again for watching. And that'll be it. See you all
Thanks,
around
everyone.
the next race.